So it begins. At the very first version of the Doctor, William Hartnell, playing the character's first incarnation between 1963 and 1966, plus a brief reprise in The Three Doctors in 1973. Just for the record, throughout this series I will be looking individually at returning Doctors played by new actors, which means that we'll get to, for instance, the David Bradley version of the first Doctor much later. So as far as ship rules go, it's this: no literary-only Doctors, and don't wander off. Part 1. Personality. The personality of William Hartnell's first Doctor is rather unique among the Doctors, owing to coming so early, before the character became well defined. He's not really heroic, though he has his moments, and he's not so much eccentric as just weird. Ironically, considering that his era of Doctor Who never even mentioned the word Gallifrey or Time Lord, he really is the most alien of the lot. There is a very real sense that he's so very high above humanity and just won't take any of its nonsense, for better or for worse.
Oui?
Well, good evening.
What do you want?
We heard a young girl's voice call out to you.
Your hearing must be very acute. I didn't hear anything.
It came from in here.
You imagined it.
I certainly did not imagine it.
Young man, is it reasonable to suppose that anybody would be inside a cupboard like that?
He's grumpy and vain and contemptuous. He's just awfully rude, but in an extremely entertaining way. And what's more, he never becomes entirely unlikable. He's wise and knowledgeable, and his love for his granddaughter Susan seems very real, especially in the oft-quoted farewell speech.
One day, I shall come back. Yes, I shall come back. Until then, there must be no regrets, no tears, no anxieties. Just go forward in all your beliefs and prove to me that I am not mistaken in mine.
He's a bit out of the comfort zone, but for me, the first Doctor's personality is a definite win. That being said, I can't guarantee that you will like him, so just give him a try, but don't force yourself. Part 2. Appearance. A good Doctor's appearance and costume should be memorable and fit their personality, and the first Doctor passes both criteria with flying colours. The snow-white hair, the aged features indicate a long and mysterious past. Owing to the black and white format, the costume does not try to be colourful, but it takes full advantage of a black and white colour scheme. The long, sleeked back hair, the cap and the cape that complement his costume in the first appearance all contribute to giving the first Doctor the appearance of a real time traveller. None of it fits 20th century fashion, none of it fully stands out either. It's really quite clever. The first Doctor's look is unique, memorable, and it makes sense. What more can you ask? Portrayal. I'll be honest with you, I'm not convinced that William Hartnell was such a great actor. He was certainly good, but there's a stiff quality to his Doctor portrayal, and it works for the first Doctor because he's alien and distant, but I'm not entirely sure that it was fully intentional. Still, that's precisely the thing. Whether or not it's a masterpiece of acting, it was certainly a great bit of casting. Hartnell will not live on as the best actor to portray the Doctor, but he was certainly one of the most fit for his incarnation. Regeneration. Now this is a bit of an experimental section in these videos, where I'm going to be looking at how the regenerations into and from the particular Doctor I'll be looking at hold up. Unfortunately, I can't really do that here. The first Doctor is not obviously the result of a regeneration, And as for his end, well, there are a few passing comments that his body is getting older, then he collapses, and boom, Patrick Troughton. I can't really fault them for any of this, because this was the very first time regeneration appeared on the show. It wasn't even called that yet. The sheer idea was interesting enough to keep viewers' attention without a whole speech or a farewell scene, but it leaves the scene looking kind of bare in hindsight. They were fortunately quick to correct this, and as we will see next time, Patrick Troughton's debut would make much more of what the viewers had seen in the previous episode. And much, much later, the first Doctor would get a proper prelude to his regeneration, thanks to David Bradley. But that's a story for another time.